Well, let's take a look at another function. These functions look kind of tricky, but they're really not. You just, I guess the freakiest part of them is that you need to feed them into something. You can't just take a function and drag it into the method editor. All right, you got to set, it has to fill a spot in memory, and so we're going to use a variable for that again. All right, so anyway, let's take, for example, let's bring in two objects, and we're going to use the proximity function. And what this does is it returns the distance between two objects. Okay, so let's go in, and we'll go into the animal class, and we'll take, how about a couple of birds? All right. Bird 1, and we'll add another bird to this. Okay, so let's say we were going to write a program, and we needed to know exactly how far away these were from each other. And in fact, next exercise, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you through an exercise where we're going to need this function. So let's see how this works. All right, hit the done button. The first thing we need is a variable to store this distance in. Okay, so we're going to create a new variable, and for ease of everything, we're going to call it distance. And it doesn't matter what the value is, we'll just put 1 there. All right, so we've got distance equal 1. Now, let's bring this in, and it turns into a set value statement. And we'll just make it 1, it doesn't matter. It's all a placeholder. This 1 is going to be where our function goes. Okay? Right now it's set distance is equal to 1, but we're going to make distance equal to the function of the proximity of these two. Or proximity just means how close you are to something. All right, you ready? Let's click on bird 1. You got to start with one of them. Go to functions, and the first set here are proximity, and you can see that all these different distance things. Now we're going to use this one that says bird 1 distance 2, and that just measures the distance from the center point of the one bird to the center point of the other bird. Okay, so let's bring that over, and notice we just move it, and then bing, it turns green, and it tells us this is exactly where it's going. Okay, so I pop that in there, and we're doing the distance of bird 1 to, that's right, bird baby. So let's go down to bird baby, and there's our statement. Okay, distance set value to bird 1, distance to bird baby. All right. And just to clarify it, let's put a comment in. And we'll say the distance will be a number of meters between two birds. That's what that statement means. Now, how can we check this? Well, we have another neat little thing down here. You see this print? Little print box, print tile down here? We can drag this up, and we can tell the computer to spit out the distance. Okay? So now, if we run this program, nothing's going to happen except it should print out the distance between our two birds' center points. Hit play. And we can see that these two birds are 0.579536 meters apart. Okay? Isn't that nice? Good. So this is our second function. And, it takes a couple tries to get your brain wrapped around this function thing. So in our next exercise, we're going to use the proximity function again in a real program, and I'll show you how useful it is. Okay? All right, very good. Thanks for listening.